Hello. How is everybody? Are you ready for some soup?
Yeah.
You're muted, Weldrix.
I'm not ready for soup, but I'm very ready for playing D. Oh.
Ow. Ow.
The mushroom
Ow to you
thing.
too. Did you hurt yourself, Ren? You're saying ow.
All right. So, how have you all been? I've been waiting for this moment.
Good. School ended last week.
School ended?
Oh.
Forever?
School is still
And
going for me.
ever?
Oh. Yeah, school ended on Wednesday for me.
4
I
more
think
days.
it's gonna end on a Wednesday for me. It's just
You, two of
it
you are still
hasn't
in
happened
school?
yet. It's next week.
The assistant teacher in my class also plays D&D, and he got me a set of baby teeth dice. Miniature dice. Normal dice. Miniature dice.
Wow.
He got me a set of miniature dice. It's very awesome.
Does anybody in your classes, in your class, your school, play D&D?
Not that I know of.
No?
Giraffe.
Just the assistant teacher. Kind of weird.
No other kids? Really?
Giraffe. You.
We have to change
Oh,
that. You
yeah,
have to
one person
spread.
does. One
One
person
person?
does. Yeah.
Okay.
The giraffe. Play.
So, Gollum will not be here again today. Gollum is still somewhere uh, un- unknown to anybody.
What about
um,
Gollum? Does Gollum know where Gollum is?
Gollum may know where Gollum is. Gollum is off with somebody else, adventuring with Fox.
Scar.
Scar.
Whatever you want to call him.
Fox, aka Scar. So, the last time we played, quite a few things happened. I had to go back and review my notes, and we had quite a few encounters, starting with the Blink Dogs, who were burying their unfortunate friend. You had found a wanted poster. Actually, you found two wanted posters for this kid
Marshmallows.
named Will of the Feywild. I don't remember who has the posters, but you both took posters, or you two of you took posters.
I don't care about the posters.
So I'm
I
guessing,
think Quincy took one and I took one.
right? I think Quincy took the
Yeah.
second one. In any case,
We
you each.
also found a mushroom that was like going to jump in soup or something.
Well, hang on. Let's not jump too far ahead. You had found some old man named what was his name? You remember?
I don't.
Nib. I remember Welbrooks kept making fun of Nib. Nib. Nib, who was
AKA Rumpelstiltskin.
sorta, yeah, who was spinning items, golden items, out of all this treasure, all this gold he had stashed in his cave,
Yeah,
and
I
he
got a hat.
you got a magical hat made out of gold, which was which had the ability once per day to give you an item of your choice that lasts for an hour, which is also made out of gold. Um, and Welbrix was given a special set of collars that allows her to have a
Him.
him allows him to have a psychic connection to his pets, his cat and his wolf. Kronk probably had the most annoying gift of all,
Yep.
which was a giant goblet of gold that had an endless, bottomless milk for an hour. And of course, finally, Quincy received a couple of interesting things: a set of arrows, golden arrows, and a set of bracers that grant her additional damage when she um, fires off arrows. So Quincy is starting to look like a real powerful archer Uh, probably on par as far as fighting prowess with Gollum. Gollum isn't here, so I think Quincy, you've become the tank of the party, just by sheer force of firing arrows from a distance.
I'm not a
I
tank,
am
I'm
the
the damage dealer.
sneakiest.
Damage dealer.
My character is very frail.
Well, frail in one sense.
I just blind everybody.
You had found a couple of pixies, sorry, that had turned these red caps, these little annoying little red cap guys, into goats, and
Goat.
yeah.
Never trust goats or geese. Don't trust any animals that start out with the letter G.
What about giraffes?
Yes, don't trust giraffes either. They're
What?
scary.
But I have a giraffe.
How
It looks
about
like-
gorillas?
That doesn't look like a
So
giraffe.
you're saying I should?
They're very
this.
strong. They're
Oh, you threw
scary.
it. You threw it away. All right, so you fought off the red
I threw
caps.
it in this direction, but it bounced in this direction.
It doesn't want to be thrown away. And yes, finally, towards the end of the session, you came across a rather strange, unnerving sight.
That guy was trying to jump inside of a pot of blazing hot stew.
Butter.
So, a singing mushroom was bathing his head and his body and lathering himself with butter, and all the while singing, and the party just sort of says, okay, nothing to see here, and he kept walking away, and as you're walking away, you came across a rather friendly goblin who introduced himself as Croa. And he was carrying a bundle of wood in his hands, and he said, well, I must be going, and have a good day. And he walked over to this big pot of boiling water and put more fresh wood underneath. And he gave a nice big hug to this mushroom person who was still bathing and lathering itself in butter. And
How big is this mushroom person?
it's about
Wait, a mine
3 feet tall. So almost the same size as Wellbricks.
That's a big mushroom.
That's a big mushroom. That's a huge
It's
mushroom.
a large mushroom.
And
So it's not a minecanoid.
I don't think so. Maybe it's somewhat related. But I mean, look at that smile. I mean, it's not a
It's
mechanoid.
a demon.
And so the goblin crow went up to the mushroom, gave it a big hug. Oh, I love you so much. And of course,
Thank
The
you for
mushroom.
feeding me.
the mushroom starts to cry and say,
Oh, I love you too. You're such a good friend. You're such a good friend. Oh, you're taking care of me. You're bathing me. Oh, look, it's a star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. It's falling down.
Wait, what?
Where's the star going?
Guys, I got money.
in the meantime, the goblin just picks up this mushroom and he's hugging it. Oh, I love you too. And he's hefting it over the pot.
Is it bath time now? Am I gonna be clean?
What are you guys doing?
Does anyone know if this is good or not?
It's absolutely horrible, and I'm very happy that this demon mushroom is obviously planning something evil.
I used to remember this recipe back in the day. You take some milk and you whip it a little bit. You make some cream, and then you add some cream to the mushroom. It's a vegetarian sauce.
I elbow Kronk. Like, not too hard.
I am rich with money.
Nemia is off
Currently
somewhere.
counting her gold.
Quincy, what you doing?
Canadian dollars.
I don't know. So I'm just fixing the
nobody-
water.
No problem. Wellbricks,
I'm hungry. I gotta go get food.
are you doing anything, Wellbricks?
I want to just see if I can figure out if this is good or not. If this mushroom wants to be in this, and if it should be in this. Can I do that?
Isn't the water a little hot for a bath? I don't like hot water.
It's okay. Just go in. It'll be fine.
Well, can I whisper to my companion? I don't think this mushroom wants to be in boiling hot butter.
It's water.
It's butter.
That or water.
It's covered in butter, and it's going into a big pot of boiling water and looks like it's been seasoned. And just a minute, I forgot. He puts down the mushroom, and he
Wait,
starts putting in some
How
salt.
does it vegetarian cream if it's a living mushroom?
How what? I didn't hear you properly.
You said that this is a recipe for vegetarian cream. How would it be vegetarian if this is a mushroom? A living one.
Well, I used to eat mushrooms, don't you? Like I as a boy, I used to go up back and pick some mushrooms for my mom to make some fresh mushroom soup, and she added a little bit of cream and some spices. It was really good. Oh, I think I'm going to join him for some supper. What do you say?
Kronk, that's a living mushroom, a living talking mushroom.
But it's a big mushroom. I love mushrooms.
It's a happy mushroom. We
It-
don't want to kill a happy mushroom.
Yeah, we be nice to happy things, not say evil.
You notice that the mushroom is just kind of looking into the boiling water and once again questioning it.
Can we stop it?
Kind of hot, and the goblin is throwing in some salt and some pepper.
Someone needs to stop this evil goblin.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
Blind everybody? I don't know.
How about we ask the
Anyone else have a better
How about
idea?
we start talking to the mushroom?
I think my
Okay,
cat
so
wants-
you approach the scene. You were walking away from the scene. Now you're approaching the scene, and
Is everyone okay with that?
should I have some milk on hand to make the sauce?
Is everyone okay with me approaching the scene and
Sure.
possibly getting involved? Okay,
I'll
then
come
I
with
do
you.
that.
I'll come with you. Kronk follows you.
Okay, Kronk.
Hello. You know, I have a good recipe for mushroom soup. It involves.
I slap my hand on Kronk's mouth.
You have no more marshmallows.
Oh, I stuff a marshmallow in his mouth.
Would you
I
stop
tell
that
Kronk
already?
the mushroom does not want to be in soup. Hey, I whisper that to him.
The goblin turns to you and says, well, what can I do for you? Would you like to would you like to stay for supper? My friend Yummy and I would like to have you for supper.
What
he
is supper?
Yeah, what's supper?
What's for
supper?
dinner?
Yeah, what's for dinner?
You look over and you see
Just
the
the
goblin.
mushrooms.
The goblin's face turns red. He's like, well, it's a mushroom soup.
I
What's
look
a
at the
mushroom?
like,
What's a mushroom?
does the mushroom ask that?
Yes.
I say you in like a frightened voice saying like, get out of here.
The mushroom just looks at you and is like, me? And it starts to hop away. Wait!
Good job, mushroom.
The mushroom's running away and the goblin's chasing after the mushroom.
Can we chase the goblin?
Sure. Roll a dex save. Or roll for dex, not a dex save, just roll for dex.
I'm good
Is your
at
dex
that.
modifier?
I rolled a natural 20. first roll of the day
You roll really well. You just
on my
reach out.
lucky dice.
Describe what happens
I
as the
have my
mushroom.
dice thrown with me.
Describe what happens as the mushroom runs away, and in tow you see this goblin running, and you.
I'm gonna run up to the goblin, and then I'm just. Let's go. Is he wearing like a hat or something?
Sure, the goblin's wearing a top hat.
Okay, then I would like to pull the top hat over his face, and then I would like to just like. I'm assuming that I could lift him up, and then I'm just gonna lift him up, and then like lay him down. Can I do that?
Sure.
What's that noise?
So he's like on the ground. He was top hat over his face, and you just see his mouth. I'm hungry, and you let my supper go.
I stuff a hard biscuit in his mouth. No, I stuff a marshmallow in his mouth.
Kronk
I
is
have
like,
a lot of marshmallows.
I was hoping for some mushroom soup, and you just let it go. It's not fair.
Yeah, it's a living mushroom, Kronk.
Well, technically all mushrooms are living.
Yes, I know, but it's like a living, walking, talking.
Yeah, it's a sentient
hopping.
mushroom.
Yeah.
So it's going. This mushroom is just sort of bouncing away, quite quickly. And you take one more look at it as it just goes away and bounces up into a tree somewhere. Oh, there goes Yummy.
Can
So, yes.
I'm gonna ask you guys if we should just use this cauldron for supper. For our supper.
Well, what's going to be for supper now that you let the mushroom go?
I'm not fully sure. Nemia, can you pull some... Wait, Nemia, have you used your thing for the day?
Nemia is muted.
Nemia, you're muted.
Now can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So whatever I pulled out of my hat, I think it's made out of gold, so I don't think I can create edible food.
No, you can't.
Aw.
No. How about you go ahead?
Surrounded by giant non-sentient mushrooms.
No. Give me a perception check, Nemia. What'd you roll?
What food do I have?
Oh yeah, I already rolled. How roll again? Okay, 14.
14. It's good enough. So you look around, you don't see sentient mushrooms, but you do see this is a fairly rich forest and very green, and there are a lot of mushrooms here and there. Actual small mushrooms.
Are they all okay to eat?
Well, Rex, roll for nature.
Isn't it survival?
Yeah, it would be, but in this case it's nature because you're gonna try and see if the plant itself is good to eat or not.
I almost rolled my eraser. That is not a dice.
No.
I rolled a 14.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that the mushrooms here are edible.
Sweet.
And they're sweet.
Okay.
Go grab at least 10 of them.
Okay, well, Kronk will help you, and Kronk has an idea.
Let's
Do you
make
have any,
that mushroom soup, Kronk.
yeah, do you have any more of those those really good marshmallows?
Yeah,
Marshmallow?
you want to put that in the stock?
Well, marshmallow, mushroom, milk.
I'm very suspicious about what you're thinking.
Marshmallow
Wait, do we even need,
mushroom
like-
soup.
Only a few, okay?
Kronk thinks that if you add good food with good food equals even better food, but that is not true.
Okay, well, you said you give him a few, so he puts a few marshmallows in the soup with
I give
some
him three. Three.
three marshmallows with a bunch of mushrooms, mush, all this mush, and he sneaks in a little bit of milk, and he and the goblin start talking about recipes, and you see them adding a bit of salt, a bit of pepper, a bit of paprika, and this that, and they're churning this soup out, and in the end, it's actually really good. It's creamy, it's hearty, it's a little spicy.
Sweet. It's not sweet.
It's not
No,
sweet.
It's not sweet.
The mushroom cancel out the spice. I mean, the marshmallows cancel out the spice. Because the marshmallows are sweet. I also learned that if you put cotton candy in 7-Eleven Slurpees or whatever they're called, slushies, I don't know, it immediately dissolves.
So as you're having your soup and you're sitting down speaking to Croa, the goblin, he adjusts his hat a little bit. You kind of stretch my hat. He tells you, the soup is very good. Very good. Where are you headed? Kronk
Why
says,
should we
well,
tell you?
I don't
Should
know.
we just tell him that we're wanderers? That's not lying.
What do you tell him?
I don't remember the name of the place, so
Aren't we in like...
What brings you to thither?
Oh, nothing. We just wanted to see how it was.
yeah, we travel a lot.
Travelers.
Travel.
You're travelers.
Yeah.
Not many travelers around here. Tell you what, if you're looking to buy stuff, you go to there's a market over at Loomlurch. Loomlurch is just north of here. There's this shop sells all kinds of candy. He offers you each a stick of candy.
Can I first make sure that it's okay? Like, make sure that he's not feeding us something that we're not supposed to be eating.
Sure. Go ahead and roll for a perception. While you're looking at it, Krunk just chucks down the candy.
Okay.
What'd you roll?
I rolled an 18.
It looks like really good, yummy, peppermint, like a peppermint stick. It's really good.
Is it like a candy cane?
More like a little chunk, like a little piece of candy cane. It's like a little candy, tiny little thing, like the size of a coin.
Okay. So one of those like little peppermint ball things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I just like I put mine in my mouth and start sucking on it.
You hear crunch, crunch, crunch. Krunk is just chewing on them. So, Croa tells you that if you want to buy some candy, you gotta go visit the goblin who has a toffee applehead. He sells the best candy in all the land.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
He looks over at Wellbricks and says, "You know, you kind of look like a child. You're short. You look like a child.
You're as tall as I am, you know.
I know, but you look like a child.
Bubba has a freaking beard.
Yeah.
Well, if you imagine him without the beard, and he puts his hands over your face to cover the beard, you see."
I just put his hands away.
I'm just telling you, you better avoid Granny Nightshade. She likes to take children and put her to work in her toy shop.
Okay.
You know it's her because she has this big key in her back, protruding from her back, kind of like a wind-up toy. So, are you going to take a rest? I mean, it might be a good point to take a rest because you're all pretty banged up, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's do that.
So you have a nice fireside chat with this goblin who you share a wonderful soup of mushroom marshmallow milk concoction, and you can all take a long rest. Wellbricks, you were fine actually. Here, I'm gonna go ahead
No.
and you were.
I'm-
Oh, because you're not using the D&D Beyond, so I'm not sure what you're at. I'll go
I'm
ahead
at
and
34 hit points
okay. So
out of 43 hit points.
take a long rest. I'll go ahead and set long rest for everybody.
Oh, I already took it. It's
You
fine.
did it? Good. Excellent.
Spells.
I did too.
Oh, these spells just like...
I have a quick chat with my pets and feed them each a marshmallow.
What did you guys talk?
I don't like marshmallows. It gets sticky in my fingers.
You know cats don't eat like this. They just go. I know that because I have a cat.
I have a cat, and my cat likes to eat with his fingers. I'm
You're
not
a weird
kidding.
cat.
He's not weird. He's just different.
Aren't those like almost the same thing?
No.
Weird and different are technically the same thing.
Yeah.
Because being different is being weird, but being different is technically impossible to not be. So everyone's weird. So some people are weirder than your average typical stereotype.
So, you spend the evening. You wake up in the morning. You look and you see that Kronk is shaking the hand of Croy, and he says, "Thank you for the recipe." And Croy says, "Have a good day." Walks away. So, shall we continue north and see what we find? I really wish we could just get home at some point. You know what? I miss Gollum. Where's Gollum?
In the primaterial plane of existence.
In the what? What are you
In the
talking about?
in the primaterial plane of existence.
What? You're
What
confusing me.
happened while I was gone?
Wellbrooks is
not.
confusing
I'm just a
Kronk.
I told them that Gollum's in the primaterial plane of existence.
Oh, you're just a nerd? Okay. Go ahead, Quincy, and roll a d8, please.
D8. D8. D8.
Okay. Where is
I
it?
ate your D8.
Okay.
I ate your D.
What'd you roll?
3.
A 3. As you're walking through the forest, you come to a clearing. Looks like this is a usual spot for people to stop and have camp. As you see in the middle of this clearing, there is a very well used fire pit surrounded by rocks. And over to the side is this big, huge oak tree that has a poster pinned to it.
Oh my gosh, we can make s'mores. All
Another of these wanted posters. This one reads, "Bring me this imp alive and unharmed, and I'll bury you up to your neck in silver." Signed, Granny Nightshade. So you
I
have
feel like doing that
three.
would get you stuck.
3 posters. This wanted poster is starting to make me think we should probably capture this guy if he's that bad of a person. What do you think?
He's
Well-
not.
He's not.
But the wanted posters.
No buts.
Those are all posted by Granny Nightshade, and we don't know how good she is.
No buts. What do you mean no buts?
She's probably evil.
Oh God, let's not get into this.
Okay. So as you continue along, everyone give me a perception check.
Why
14.
am I rolling so well today? 19. With these two
Ooh.
dice. These
Nemia, what'd you
two
roll?
dice.
What'd you roll, Nemia, for your perception?
18.
Okay, wow. Well, Welbrix and Nemia. Quincy, you have Kronk in your ear constantly talking to you about that soup and how it would have been much better with a larger mushroom. So he's distracting you from paying attention. Welbrix and Nemia, you're taking the lead. And you notice up ahead, you're in more of a... after the clearing, the trees are less dense, and there's more of a grassy field. And you're kind of walking through this huge plain of grass. And you try to put away the annoyance behind you between poor Quincy and Kronk, who's going non-stop about this mushroom soup. And you can see up ahead an enormous indent in the ground on the grass. Large, monstrous claw prints.
Can I point this out to everyone?
You know, that large mushroom would have been... What? I'm talking serious business here. Oh, what?
Well, look at this.
Look at what? Oh my. Who did this?
Not us.
What is it?
We don't know.
Does anybody want to try, perhaps, roll for...
I'm
Something?
not being the only one doing this time.
You can roll for nature or survival. Somebody.
Uh,
Oh, fine. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm doing it. I'm doing survival. I've gotten a 13.
Oh my gosh.
You're not sure. You're really not sure. But it may just be a coincidence. Maybe something fell here. Quincy, do you want to roll?
okay.
Roll for survival.
15.
15. You follow this outline of this track in the ground, and you can clearly see, now that you've kind of gotten the better perspective, that it's a large claw. Probably about the size of a dragon foot.
What type of dragon?
And as you step back a little bit,
What
you
type?
notice there are two of them.
What type of dragon?
Nemia, roll for nature, since you asked the question.
Okay, I have no clue I have for plus on nature. I'll check. Nature, I have a +2. Yes. 17.
17. You think it's probably an adult dragon, which means it could probably stand upwards of 30 feet, maybe another 40 feet long, and maybe a 50-foot wingspan. Quite big, in fact. Kronk starts to tremble. You can hear his teeth clattering. Did someone say dragon?
No, it's a bear.
Okay.
It's not a
Oh,
bear.
phew. What do you mean it's not a bear? What is it then?
Oh.
Wow. So Quincy, you find that there's a bit of a trail up ahead going. You're on this plain, right? This open grassy field, and it kind of dips down a little bit into almost like a valley. And from your perspective, you can see perhaps there is a few more footprints.
Okay. I'm gonna follow them.
Quincy starts moving away down the side of the mountain hill.
I want to fly up and do that. I'm gonna follow
Oh.
Quincy, and Quincy's gonna follow the footprints.
What's Nemia doing?
I don't know. I'm gonna.
Kronk grabs onto Nemia and is like holding on tight, and you can hear the clattering of his teeth. Where are they going?
I'll go look for something.
Okay, do we stay here?
Okay.
Okay. Wellbricks, give me a perception check. Quincy, as you start walking down, you notice that the trail suddenly abruptly ends. 21, wow. The trail abruptly ends. Give me a survival check again. Quincy.
7.
Yeah. Quite curious. It just sort of disappears. Wellbricks, you're kind of hovering above Quincy. It's quite bright. Sun's out, and
There's an
you're like
explosion.
the sun's in your face. You don't have sunglasses, so you're like. Ugh.
I do
And
this.
Suddenly, you get this relief as something blots out the sun in front of you,
Why do I
Okay, I don't get relief actually. I
and
feel the
something just
cold
kind of flies
breath.
right by.
I go down
Hey,
immediately.
look, a dragon.
I go down immediately. Not crazy fast though.
Nemia,
what's
give
with
me a
the dragon
perception
in
check.
it?
I think green.
I
because
saw
that's
what
Ren's
I saw
miniature.
what you were holding. I have enough perception of my own.
No, I want to see if your character can see something.
Oh my gosh! I rolled 19, and I have a +2, so 21.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Looks like
Dragon gargoyle thing.
a
That
large
is an ugly
green
dragon.
dragon
Yep.
thing. It doesn't quite look like a dragon, but it has these big,
Looks like
kind
a
of like
gargoyle.
googly eyes.
Looks like a Bavlorna dragon.
That's actually a very, very good description.
Yep, that's a Bavlorna dragon thing.
It's just a bit slow.
Ah!
It's creepy and weird, ugly, and
It's an abomination.
Thank you.
it's a fish skin.
But what's shocking is that it has a limp body
It's
In it-
mouth.
in its mouth as it flies away.
What was that lip body? Did it have big poofy hair?
Did it have big poofy hair?
I look
You
at
know
my
what?
wanted poster.
Give me a
It's
second to
giant
get something
fish
here.
dragon.
So the question was, did it have big poofy hair? Let's see. Let me bring this over here. Oops. That's what I wanted to do. Let's see. Here. We're gonna try something new. So the question again was,
Don't they have big poofy hair?
roll a d6.
Me?
Yeah.
Who?
Whoever
New
asked the
dice.
question. Nemia asked the question, so Nemia
Oh, yeah,
rolls
Nemia.
first.
D6?
A
Okay.
D6.
A D6.
5.
5? Yes! It has big poofy hair sticking out from the side of the mouth. And it flies
Follow
away.
that dragon.
What are you doing? Chasing
Please
after
tell
it?
us, Nemia. Tell us, Nemia.
Yeah,
Tell
I
us.
have big poofy hair like Will of the Feywild too.
Guys,
Oh,
we
oh,
need
is that
to
what you
chase
think it
that
is?
dragon.
Oh no! The thing ate
I'm
Will.
just assuming that. I'm just assuming that though.
It ate
Kronk.
Will.
Kronk is start. I didn't know the guy, but even though he was a bad, wanted person, I didn't want him to be eaten by a dragon.
He's probably not.
Stop getting emotional. He's
Plus,
not
I don't even
bad.
know if it's
Probably.
actually the
You know what
Oh,
helps
the
me
Feywild.
stop getting emotional? Milk.
marshmallow.
I
Milk.
stuck a marshmallow in his mouth.
Oh, just stop that! I'm gonna get fat.
Someone can tell him that he already is. Kinda.
Hey, hey! I may be fat, but you're skinny, skinny mini. All right.
How
So-
far away is
What's
the
that?
dragon?
At this point, you don't see it. It went north.
Oh, okay.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
Towards the nightshade.
Did I say we were going north? Let's go south. And
Guys.
Kronk starts walking backward, back to where you came
Guys,
from.
I'm just thinking about the possibilities of how many people I could trick by just creating a golden block out of my hat.
It only lasts for an hour too.
I know. That's why it's a trick, because it's just gonna disappear after an hour. They won't get their money, and I get something for free.
Oh, and I have a spell, or in my spell list, it's called Distort Value.
Oh boy, what are we getting into now?
During the conversation.
Basically,
What does the store value do? Does it make you
It,
value something more?
it doubles the object's perceived value.
Oh my god, we could trick so
But it
many
only
people
lasts
with
for,
our
like-
powers.
Oh wait, it lasts for 8 hours. Oh.
That's cool.
You know, I'm not gonna scam anyone with it. It's fine.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
We could literally trick so many people with this. A giant block of gold worth twice as much as you'd think it was.
So as you continue along your path, and Kronk begrudgingly, says, "Okay, we'll go north, but if you see one sign of that green monstrosity, I'm headed south. We're throwing out you.
If we see that green monster, we're trying to follow it, Kronk.
We're what? Let me roll for that. He starts running south.
Is anyone gonna catch him since I'm not doing it?
It's so indecisive.
Who's gonna do it? I'm not doing
I'll
it.
do it. I'll try. I'll try.
Okay.
What are you doing, Quincy? He's running as fast as he can.
Well, I'm gonna dash too.
I'm gonna have my wolf cut
All
it
right.
off.
Roll for athletics. See who can catch him first.
Okay,
Oh my goodness.
Athletics.
My wolf is.
I got
on-
modified 20.
Yeah, you pretty much get to him within like 15 seconds.
What did you roll, Ren?
At 3. So Kronk is running south. Like, oh, glad you joined me, Quincy. Let's go south.
No.
Sorry.
Let's not.
I'm gonna try and grab him by the arm and like go back.
Oh,
My
just-
wolf is holding a marshmallow and
No!
offering it to him.
No more marshmallows. Fine. Just promise me no more marshmallows. Look at his blubber. You see my tummy? He sticks his tummy out, his big fat tummy. Okay.
No
more
promises.
marshmallows. So as you
Quincy.
continue north, once again, I wish I was home. I don't know why I promised to go north with you. I mean, I suppose it's better to go north than go south and be all alone. But then again, if we go north, we're gonna meet this guy here. And where's our friend
and then
Gollum?
where's Zabillna?
Zabillna. Oh yeah, we're going to go see Zabillna. But if Zabillna has this big green monster as her pet, then what we do? Do we fight her? Do we fight the monster? And
It
what
looks
if
like a fish.
what if the monster fish creature tries to swallow us whole? Then what? Stuff some marshmallows down his throat?
Yes. Yeah, that's the perfect idea. It
We
looks so
want big
confusing.
marshmallow.
If it eats us, we just need to grab onto one of its vital organs and slice
Wait.
it in half.
Wait, do we
Wait,
have
what?
some sort of enlarge spell? Take a marshmallow, enlarge it up, and shove it down his throat?
That is a perfect idea. Also, looks like it has a skinny throat. Or a
Why
dragon.
do we hear buzzing?
Oh god.
Are there bees?
Yeah, it's a open field. There's all kinds of animals and insects and birds.
Make sure they're not giant bees. Giant bees. Are very
Don't give the DM
smart.
ideas.
Like giant smart bees that hate
Giant
people.
bees. Do I have giant
They're
bees?
very smart. They're very smart. They're like
Be quiet, Nemia. Can somebody mute her?
smarter than they're about as smart as like a 7-year-old.
We lost Quincy. Quincy disappeared. All right. So as you're headed north,
Where'd you go?
you see up ahead the backside of a chariot, kind of hidden in between a bunch of bushes. It's a rather dilapidated yellow golden type of, well, painted yellowish golden with brownish chariot, and it's just sort
Can
of
anyone think of a fairy tale that has anything to do with this?
Wait.
Chariot?
Sorry, what?
Cinderella.
yeah.
I heard the
You're
word
going up
chariot, so
you're going up the
Cinderella.
path, and you find
I don't know.
kind of hidden
Oh,
or hiding in between a bunch of bushes the back end of this chariot, and it has a white flag attached to it that's also kind of torn a little bit. It seems to be moving. It seems like there's something moving inside the bushes as well.
I'm gonna go check on the bushes. I'm gonna go start talking to the moving bushes.
Moving does not mean walking and talking.
I don't care. I will befriend this bush.
Okay, so you're going up to the bush. What are the rest of you doing?
Where are we?
You're in the middle of a forest.
Okay.
You're along a road. There's bushes to either side, trees to either side. Any ideas?
I'm just gonna follow.
Okay. And Wellbricks?
I want. I want to look for the most like gold-colored flower that does not have bees on it.
Buttercup.
Maybe.
We can name it Flowey.
Oh.
I was thinking of using it to like attract anything to like in case we get attacked by goblins. Use their goblin brain to our advantage.
So
Since goblins have goblin brain, which means they're attracted to shiny things.
Oh.
Nemia,
Why
since
not
you were the first to say you're walking
Why
up.
don't I just use my golden hat? Like,
Well, Nemia,
geez.
since you were the first to walk up to this chariot, um,
I
you
was
kind
walking up to the
of
chariot.
you
Walking
see
to a bush.
you see that the chariot is covered in blood.
Oh my.
That's why I did not want to go there.
Do you continue?
Yeah, I don't care. I just want to know what's inside of this bush.
All right. Suddenly, the chariot starts to move backward.
Seriously?
Definitely moving backward.
Okay. You get out of the way of the chariot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, why?
Yeah, we're gonna fight a chariot. We get it right.
It isn't that surprising.
We fight a lot of inanimate objects.
A lot of inanimate objects. Well,
Can't we be friends this thing?
And we have to chase that cauldron.
you see the following.
Ooh!
Owlbear!
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 You
Oh,
see an
God,
owl
I'm
bear
bored.
There was a bear.
attached to a chariot, an elven chariot that is covered in blood. The owl bear doesn't look too happy, and it's just kind of
Befriend
gnarling
it.
its teeth at you.
Okay.
Does someone have that weird?
Would animal
Does
friendship
anyone-
work on it?
Go ahead and try. You can try anything.
Okay.
What's on
I'll
it?
try and charm it.
Sure.
Go for it.
Spell. Okay. I'm gonna take some food out of my bag and cast it.
Cass, you're gonna take what out of your bag?
Just some food.
Okay. Give you an advantage on your animal handling.
Are you some
Oh no,
kind of elf?
I'm using a spell to
Oh.
try and charm it. Called
Oh, you're-
Animal
Friendship.
Friendship.
Animal friendship. Well, you're casting a spell. Okay. I see.
Befriend.
Basically, it's a wisdom save. Wait. What's the intelligence of an owlbear?
5 million.
Intelligence
Because if
of an
it's up-
owlbear is a 3.
Okay, cool, it works. Doesn't automatically fail.
You suddenly start communicating with the creature.
Oh,
Befriended.
wait. Can you reload? That's not the spell I'm using.
That's not the one you're using? Which one are you using?
Animal friendship, not speak with animal.
Oh,
yeah,
you
'cause
changed
I
your spell?
rearranged my spells when I rested.
There we go.
Okay.
Convince the beast that you mean no harm. Excellent. So it calms down. Give me an insight check.
Okay. 21.
Yeah, it looks scared and super hungry.
Give it food.
Yeah. Give it a
It has
marshmallow.
Mellows.
It swallows the marshmallows.
Oh,
Well,
now you're
Bricks.
eating a marshmallow, Quincy.
Well, Bricks, do you have any more marshmallows left? Roll a d6.
Yeah.
Roll a d6.
How many marshmallows did you have?
Oh, a sack of them.
We'll see if there's any more left.
Yes.
You rolled 5? 1. Yes, you have some left. Okay. Just checking.
5 is yes.
Okay, so the the owl bear comes up to Quincy and starts, rubbing its head on you.
Nom 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 nom.
Okay, I'm gonna pet it.
Oh, do an animal
No.
handling with advantage.
No.
21.
There's a fish.
It allows you to pet, and then it kind of pushes you towards the chariot.
Guys, I just realized the fish skin has a
Okay.
beard. The fish skin has a beard.
Give me a perception check, Quincy, as you're pushed towards the chariot.
18.
I don't
18.
know.
Okay, so you look and you can see. First off, it's kind of, blood on in the chariot. You can see what looks to be a little green scale on the floor of the chariot.
Okay. That probably came from a dragon.
Did you say
Yeah.
dragon? Where's the dragon? There's bad enough we have owl bears and mushroom giants. Now we have a dragon?
That was what
Maybe-
flew by
oh,
us and you
wait,
tried
wait.
to run away from.
No. You know how the dragon was carrying a person?
Oh,
And
yeah.
how there's no person here, but there's a dragon scale?
That means the dragon must still have the person.
Am I good
Or-
at connecting dots?
I don't get it.
Can we clean this blood? This is just nasty.
Presto.
Presto! Yes, you clean the blood.
Yay.
Can somebody tell me how Quincy connected the dots since I still don't get it?
No, I didn't. Nemia.
Iron!
I know. I said Nemia.
No, you said Quincy.
Oh, then I mean Nemia. Sorry.
Okay.
So the
I
owl
know.
bear kind of advances a little bit and looks back at you, and he kind of shakes the back of the chariot that's next to you.
Okay. So, should we get in?
Yeah?
Okay.
Well, there's space for two.
I don't need to go in.
Yeah, I have a wolf.
I have a wolf and flying boots.
Your cat's like, I don't like
Would
this
are owls
creature.
and would owls and owl bears be friends?
That's a good question. Roll a d6.
I love how you keep going to that. I really like it. Yes, no, yes, but no, but yes!
What'd you roll?
No!
One.
Yes, they can be friends. The owl bear is on top of the owl. The owl on top of the owl bear, pecking its head, picking little flies and little gnats off its head.
They're best friends now.
I want to carry my cat while I'm flying. And be like, you can
Alright.
come here.
Now we have a party that is being that has a flying halfling with a cat on a wolf, an owl on an owl
the
bear.
No, I'm carrying my cat.
Oh, you're carrying a cat. Nemia is on foot,
Yep.
and Quincy and Crunk are in the chariot.
Okay.
Interesting. Very, very
Quincy, you
interesting.
could ride my wolf if you want. I is my wolf if that's okay.
Okay, I'll try.
What does the wolf say?
Nemia, go ahead and roll a d8.
For what reason?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, yeah. Is a 5 good?
A 5. You rolled a 5. Oh my goodness. Of all the ones you could have rolled, you rolled a 5? Seriously?
Is that a bad thing or a good thing?
I don't know.
Probably a very good thing.
Also, does the owl bear's collar thing say no?
Oh, that's a very good question. Before I go back to the 5, since Nemia, you are walking next to the owl bear, go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
Okay. If it's written in Elvish, I speak it, so Eldon
Ooh, it could be written in Sylvan as well.
21.
You notice that the big symbol on the owl bear's harness is a plant called a juniper. And when you do you tell everybody this?
Okay. Yeah, I tell her I got this.
When you
Wait,
say
is
the
this
word
Will of the
juniper,
Feywilds?
when you say juniper, the owl bear stops and just kind of sorry, acknowledges you and licks your face. Our trinket's name is Juniper.
I just say, hey, hi, Juniper. I just want to say that in like a cute way.
So you rolled a 5, eh?
I know.
Eh?
You keep telling me that. Why is it a bad
You
thing?
come to a bit of a clearing, and you suddenly hear a choir of singing.
Are getting attacked by yetis?
No, you look over and you see over by this little pond, there's a choir of singing cats, toads, and badgers.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh my god.
Your cat immediately jumps off and runs over to the other cats and starts playing with them.
Meow, meow.
Nothing to see here. Let's keep on going.
Hey, that's my cat over there.
She'll catch up.
No,
Cats
No.
like ketchup?
no.
Yes.
I asked my
And-
cat, what's up with that over there?
I'm just having
Like, what's
friends here. I'm playing with my friends. So, Nimia, at that moment, you step on something on the ground.
Oof. What?
It's another
Ow.
poster.
Just a what?
But
Another poster.
oh my god, it's a poster.
This poster reads, "Deliver this rascal alive and unharmed. As payment, I offer you the power to bring back the dead to life."
And who's dead right now?
Do you tell people this?
I'm gonna read this aloud. I'm gonna read it aloud to everybody, and say that I found this wanted poster for the same guy.
That would have been useful a few days ago. Perhaps we should capture this guy, just for that one reason. What do you think?
Gronk, it's a good guy.
Oh, but wait a minute.
I already got the power.
Wasn't he eaten by that dragon? Never mind. Then again, if we capture him and we bring her to this Granny Nightshade and she gives us this power, we can always... Yeah, I think we should
Do you have morals or self-control?
Self-control? No. There's no more milk. My hour is up. You can see his belly is bloated with milk. No self-control.
Aren't you like lactose intolerant? Didn't we establish that?
That's why I'm in the back of the
when you
group.
bought it?
That's why you made me travel in the back, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, alright. So your cat has had enough of play with these cats. They're boring. I want something exciting. Yeah? You're gonna say something?
I want to see if I have something shiny for my cat.
Well, she
You
has
do not-
the
the collar.
collar. That's shiny.
I'm gonna show her her own collar.
Well, it's on her neck. You hear a cat say, Well, yeah. Of course it's shiny. You gave it to me. You know, cats are kind of annoying that way.
Yeah.
Feed me now, please. Like now? I'm hungry.
This is a stereotype Disney movie cat.
I'll give her like this much ration.
Mediocre.
We don't have any fish right now. Sorry.
Wait.
Fish. That would be good.
Do we
Next
hear
time you see a
anything?
pond, make sure you go
Do we
fish.
hear it? Wait. What?
Yeah, that actually doesn't sound like a bad idea. We'd have some food then.
Can I tell Wilbrix to tell the cat since it's a cat, it should have better ears than us, and it should be able to hear if there was water nearby. Also,
I asked
probably be better at hunting.
I'm gonna ask my cat, do you hear any water nearby?
No, you don't. Up ahead, you see a small group of children who are frolicking around a large leafy oak tree. Their gleeful yelps carrying through the forest. There are painted swings that dangle from the tree's branches. And nestled in the crown of the tree is a ramshackle treehouse.
Why are you putting on sad music, Ren?
It's not sad music. I don't know. It goes with the scene. Give me a perception check, everybody.
Mini dice, be good.
What's happened?
I rolled a
Oh.
natural 1.
Oh.
I rolled natural 20.
And Quincy?
Oh wait, sorry.
Roll a 10. Roll a 10.
Perception.
I'm sorry, I need to get my dice jail.
Dice jail.
Wait,
You
what
have
am I
a
rolling?
jail
Perception.
for dice that do a bad job.
So 13, 18.
Okay. Wait a second for Welbrix to come back.
Man, and that one. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Wilbur just tripped over a rock and fell face first into a muddy puddle. And then Peppa Pig came and jumped on Wilbrix. I just heard someone scream.
It's the children playing around the tree.
They're like,
So, Nemia and Quincy. While Welbrix is being annoyed by her cat demanding fish,
give me fish, give me fish, give me fish, give me fish, give me fish, give me fish, give me fish, give me fish, give me fish, give me fish, give me fish, give me fish,
So,
give me fish,
Welbrix,
give me
What is
fish,
happening?
give me fish,
Welbrix, your
give
cat
me
is
fish.
annoying you so much because the cat wants fish, wants fresh fish now. Meow, I want fish now. You rolled a 1 because your cat's annoying the heck out of you, so you don't see this. However, Nemia and Quincy, you see up ahead, kind of lying under the shade of the tree, is a cat, a large cat, while the children play around the tree, chase each other. But strangely, it doesn't necessarily look like a normal cat. No. It has certain features that make it somewhat different than other cats.
It's a Spicer Beast cat?
Oh!
Wait a second. Oh. Oh my god.
Star.
What is your name, little cat thing?
Is it
You haven't
Star?
really approached the tree yet.
Can I approach the tree slowly?
Okay.
On my screen, everyone looks like they have some kind of green eye for some weird reason.
Green eye.
I know.
I mean, I have green eyes, so
No, I mean like your eye is surrounded in like a kind of green.
is the green moving in sync with me?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah, it's around your eyes.
That's creepy.
So a young boy comes up to you.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Are you here to play with us? We could use more people to play with. We're playing chase around the tree.
You know,
Okay.
in the Amazing World of Gumball, there was this weird, I'm not saying this out. My character isn't saying this. I, as a player, I'm saying this. In the Amazing World of Gumball, they have this really, really old grandma who's a rabbit who, basically, for their presents, just gives them shoes to run around.
Okay.
And then their grandpa, who is a mouse, gives them $100 bills. Well, not really dollar bills, $100 checks.
The
They
boy
live in
walks.
an old time. That's a lot of money.
The little boy's really, really tiny, like about 1.5 foot tiny. He walks up to Wellbricks, the halfling. Wellbricks, you can see that it looks like a dwarf boy who's just growing his first whiskers. He looks up at you. Are you a dwarf?
No.
Halfling.
You look like a
Thank
dwarf.
you.
You look like
I'm
my
not a
Uncle
dwarf.
Tom. My Uncle Tom
I'm
looks
not
like
a
you.
dwarf. That's a dwarf. And I pointed Kronk.
Yeah, that's a dwarf. But you look like my Uncle Tom. Uncle Tommy, we called him.
My name's Wellbricks.
He starts pulling on your beard. Is this real?
Can I pick him up and move him to the side?
Woohoo! Do that again.
No.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Can somebody help me?
Never.
Starts poking on your beard. My
Wait,
beard's
wait, wait.
growing too. Look,
Oh,
I have
what is
3
that?
whiskers.
I can silence him. I can silence him.
Quincy,
No,
what you
don't do that. Don't
Hold
do
on.
that. Don't do that.
Quincy, what you're saying? What's going on?
I'm gonna try and help.
Does this kid even realize?
I'm gonna say, here, I can play with you, but just for a short while.
Oh, great! You're tall. He grabs your hand and runs to the tree with you.
Now you have to
Okay.
run around a tree, like, for 12 million years before you die. Because apparently you can live to be like...
That's when you come up across a short female orc. And she looks at you, and the boy says, I have a new friend. Look, this is my friend. What's your name?
Quincy?
Quincy, my friend Quincy. Hi, Quincy. Nice to meet you. My name's Bobby.
Nice to meet you.
And the female orc goes, we call him Booby. And another guy comes around the corner. It's a ginger-haired female wood elf. And she comes up to you and says, are you an elf? You look kind of elfy.
Yeah?
Elfie? Is that a word?
No.
And coming around the back of the tree is another kid. A very fluffy-haired kid who looks like the kid in the posters. Aha! There he is! Grab him!
I slap. Oh, I'm gonna put another marshmallow in Kronk's face.
Do you have any more mushrooms? Roll a d6.
More mushrooms.
Marshmallows, not mushrooms.
Marshmallows.
Get a
sorry.
1 or a 5, please.
5.
Yay!
Yes. Yeah,
You
marshmallows.
absolutely do.
I'm gonna have to buy a bag of marshmallows to have here by my side next time, so I can put it in my mouth. Those big marshmallows you use for cooking and over campfires. I hate marshmallows.
The ones that are like this big.
Yeah. Okay, so you managed to cork the mouth in time, so Kronk doesn't say much. And approaching you is Will of the Feywild. Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Can we help you?
What do we want from this guy?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Can I just ask him what's his name? Like I've heard nothing about him.
Who's asking?
Me.
I know it's you. Who's asking?
Who's asking what?
Exactly.
I'm confused.
The little boy Bobby, or Booby, or Bobby Booby, or Booby Bobby, whatever his name is, he takes Quincy by the hand and starts asking you, run around the tree.
Okay.
So Quincy and Bobby are running around the tree. He says that there is Zenor, the female orc. So Zenor starts running after you. So you no longer see Quincy or Zenor or Bobby as they're running around the tree. The ginger-haired female elf goes up to Nemia. And
Hi.
what the heck are you?
I'm a tiefling.
That's
What's
very mean.
what's on your head?
A top hat.
No, I can see under your top hat there's something sticking
She's
from your
talking
head.
about your horns.
Oh yeah, those are my horns.
You have horns? Are you evil?
No.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
I don't know about that.
She's nosy.
No, this kid is a beautiful.
Questioning
This
your
kid
moral.
is amazing. This kid was me when
Well,
I was
Bricks.
5.
You have your wolf going. The wolf smelling the air, and you hear the wolf say to himself, because you can hear what they're thinking. So somewhat. He smells something familiar, a scent. The scent of your friend.
Which friend?
You're not sure, but that's the intention or what you think he's saying.
Well, I only got my wolf not even a year back, so he can't know one of my childhood friends.
No, so that means it must be somebody recent. Who could it be?
I'm gonna ask him, does he smell Gollum?
He says yes.
I need to tell people
Oh,
that
that's
my
why
wolf...
there's a displacer beast, kitten.
What
Well,
you doing
it's
here?
all-
Says Will. We don't want any trouble. You hear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm gonna
we
say
don't
we're looking for
either.
a friend.
A friend. Well, we're all friends
he
here.
looks like a giant robot.
Yeah.
Do you mean Gollum?
Yep.
All the kids stop, and they suddenly look very, very sad.
What happened?
Gollum 8.
I'm
pretty
afraid
sure
to
Gollum
tell
did not
you
die.
that Gollum. We think Gollum was
Oof.
eaten.
Oh. Hi.
The Jabberwocky.
By
got
what?
it. The Jabberwocky.
What's a jabbermonkey? Or is it a donkey? Is it a monkey or a donkey?
Jabber monkey. Oh my gosh. A, a jabber monkey, a monkey that never shuts up. Just goes jabbering away constantly.
That's
Yes,
really funny.
a non-stop jabber monkey ate your friend Gollum.
Didn't even stop talking
I'm
while
sorry,
chewing.
what?
A, a jabberwocky.
Walkie. Okay. Okay.
They describe the Jabberwocky as a tall, like 30 or 40-foot creature with a large
Okay.
tail,
Okay,
big
I know what
googly
you're-
eyes, green,
You mean the fishkin?
and a green beard
The fishkin.
covered in green scales.
The fishkin.
Ugh.
The fish dragon.
Is Phoebe still playing Dungeons and Dragons? I'm very curious.
I don't know.
Wah.
We're sorry, but your friend came here with another strange person. They
What,
they
what
they
their name?
asked.
Or Scar or something?
They look like a fox, right?
Yes, a large fox person. They were asking about Star, and he points back to the cat. And they wanted to take Star. Star was very excited to see your friend Gollum. Gollum had this mirror ball or something that belonged to its mama.
Yeah.
Well-
We know where it is.
Yep.
I think.
Well, she was supposed to come back, but shut up back there.
Wait, who said shut up back there?
Will told Sloane to be quiet. The ginger-haired girl's crying.
Sweet.
We
You mean the
we-
one that kept calling me like an evil person?
Yes, yes.
That kid is amazing. I love them
Go-
so much.
Gollum was supposed to return, and we were supposed to help her take back her Star to her mama. But Gollum and Fox were going north to face up with the evil witch. And I'm afraid that we saw in the distance the Jabberwocky take somebody. It looked like your friend. And we haven't heard from them since.
Hey,
Is Phoebe still playing?
They invite you into their treehouse.
Hello again. What happened while I was gone?
Not much. Just they told you that they noticed that Gollum and Fox were going north to fight off the evil hag. When moments later they saw the Jabberwocky grab something and fly off with it. It looked like a Gollum.
oh.
So
Is the Jabberwocky like really strong because it looks super goofy?
it may look
Did
goofy, but
Gollum
it's
have
deadly.
the crystal ball on them when they were taken?
No, we have it here, in fact. And
Oh.
Will shows you the crystal ball. And that's when Star runs over to play with it.
Mine.
Okay.
Well, Brooks, your cat's like, that's a big cat. That's something I'd like to play with. And she goes off and plays with Star.
Oh my
Would,
gosh.
would you like to come into our treehouse so we can have a talk?
Yes.
Give me an insight check, Quincy.
I love tree houses.
Okay. Natural 1.
Okay, so are you going into the house?
Are you sure the dice that you're using even has more than 10 numbers?
Or are all the
Yes,
they're all
I'm
one?
very sure.
Do you have a dice jail?
Okay, well then.
No, sadly. I
My
wish I
dice get
did.
very
If
high
we could
numbers.
pass things through screens, I would have given you my dice jail for
What's
now.
the dice jail for?
There you go.
For jailing bad dice.
Oh, I
Oh
see.
my gosh, that is beautiful.
I
I
have
did
to make-
not paint it. We got it like this.
Oh, wait, it's not showing my dice.
I have to make myself a dice jail now.
Yep.
I have a mimic cup thing. Oh
I'm
god.
like shoveling my dice back into my dice
So-
bag.
As you enter the treehouse, the floor of the treehouse is covered with blankets, cushions, piles of straw. Hanging from 6-foot-high ceilings by a rope is a basket that holds apples, berries, sugar cane, and a few crumpled up sheets of parchment. In one corner, lying on a cushion, is a rusty oil can that looks kind of out of place here. Heaped in another corner is a crude unicorn costume made of polka dot quilts and a wooden horse's head that has a wooden horn attached to it. Will explains to you that these crumpled up sheets of parchment are Granny Nightshade's wanted posters. He's been grabbing them and tearing them up, and he's really upset to see it. She's just won't give up. She wants him.
Let's should we give him ours so that he can destroy them?
Wait, I can burn them.
Burn them.
I can douse them in oil and then burn them.
So you're burning them?
I'm
But
gonna
that's
take that.
pollutant. That's pollutant.
Yeah, it is.
We should reuse them. We should make them into paper airplanes so the kids can play.
That's actually
So-
not a bad idea.
Will is really actually into this idea. He's like, yes, let's burn them. You have more, you say?
Yeah, we found, how many?
3,
4.
4.
We found 4.
Okay. I'm gonna take out my oil flask.
There's
Oil.
one like every.
When you take out your oil flask, the oil can starts jumping up and down.
What the? It has a tooth behind it.
Tuk, 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 tuk. It runs over to you.
Oh my
Book,
gosh.
book, 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 pokes you. Oh, this is Squirt.
Oh?
It looks to be an animated oil can, a construct.
Well, I got money on my
That's
team.
cute.
Money. Oh no, my money. My money.
So,
I'm
Will
rich.
offers
I
you
got 50 bucks.
to burn all the papers out front. You go burn them?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna take
So
it
you burn all the
for now.
papers, and everyone dances around the fire, and you gain Will's trust as he says to you, "You're a
I-
good person. I like you."
Let's.
Most
Let's
people
just-
come here threaten to take me back, trying to
So
cash
you
in
got
on Granny
where?
Nightshade's posters and her rewards.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna. Nemi isn't saying this. This is me as me. So, anyone gonna explain what Kronk is thinking?
Yeah, where's Kronk?
No, but I mean like
Oh,
how
Kronk is
like,
in the
mentioned,
treehouse.
Kronk mentioned more than 2 times about how he wants to turn in Will of the Feywild or whatever.
He was distracted by
Will.
the food. He's eating some of the food that's hanging by the net.
Okay, I need to run up and get.
He and Bobby are eating the food.
Man, they are so similar.
They
I
are.
wonder if
He's like, if I could have a son, you be my son. Oh, can I call you Papa? Yeah, sure. You can call me Papa Crunk. Papa Crunk.
This is awesome.
I'm pretty sure
Bobby
there aren't
says,
any-
I'm going to start talking like you. Can I talk like this too? I'll talk like this too. Okay? You're going to share a little bit more like this. And they start trying to mimic each other. So you
This
got
is so funny.
you got a tiny Crunk and a big Crunk, and the tiny Crunk is like counting his whiskers. Oh, look, I got a new one. I got 4 whiskers.
This is so funny.
You burned the paper. Kronk's busy
Burn.
eating. Welbrix, what are you doing?
Burning the posters.
Nemia, what are you doing?
Nemia, what are you doing?
I don't know. What time of day is it?
Let's say it's nighttime. And you're in
Okay.
the remember, you're in the treehouse. You've been here for a while.
I thought it would be morning since we took a long rest.
I'm gonna.
You've been walking for a while.
I'm just gonna go sit down and like rest.
Well, Sloane, the ginger-haired female half elf,
Ah,
goes up to you
okay.
and says, "Do you want to play unicorn with me?"
sure. That sounds awesome.
So they take the unicorn costume, and do you want to be the
I'm gonna
back or
be
the
a
front?
unicorn. I want to be. I don't know. You pick.
I'll be the front. So they put on this
Okay.
unicorn costume and they start walking around. Meanwhile, Quincy, you can hear. Oh, Quincy left. So Welbrix, you can see Nemia's playing with the costume.
Money, money, got money.
Okay.
Yeah, I know this costume is beautiful. I got money. Money. Money.
While Quincy is finishing the burning of the papers,
Money, money,
Zenor, the orc,
money.
tells you about the oil can. Poor Squirt. Squirt has no more boggle oil.
Oil like squirts blood.
She explains to you that Squirt has a special oil called boggle oil.
Is that
And she
blood?
feels kind of empty inside without the boggle oil. If you can find some of boggle oil, it'd be really, really, really
What's
helpful.
the difference between oil and boggle oil? Is boggle oil like seriously though? What was
Seriously?
the difference?
What's the difference between oil and boggle oil?
Yes.
Who are you asking?
I don't know, I'm just wondering.
Can I ask?
I am a
Sure.
unicorn currently.
Why is this not working? Hold on a second. So, Squirt, the oil can, tells you that he was carried into the into the
Wait, you can
Feywild.
talk?
Yes.
This has a mouth.
Yes.
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
Here is what Squirt looks like.
I already can see. Squirt
You have a miniature of him. in
weird
front of us.
white stuff. Squirt can toot weird white stuff. I don't see a mouth, but I see eyes.
So
I see
he
a
says
mouth.
he was carried into the Feywild by the dwarves, by
Oh,
some
yeah.
dwarves, hoping to harvest some boggle oil. Although their expedition was successful, the dwarves were put to sleep by some pixie magic. He says.
Oh no, that pig.
And- If he's filled with some more boggle oil, he can create a very slippery surface that's non-flammable. It's a good way to get away. People used to use them to get away from certain sticky situations. Now, while you're putting on the costume and you're playing around with the costume, do you ask anything about the costume? I guess not.
Maybe like, oh, where did you get it?
Bobby tells
Let
you,
me
we
ask.
made it. We made it. We made it because if ever we want to cross the Wayward Pool, we need to pretend we're unicorns. In fact, we probably think you should go, Bobby says to you. You should go to the Wayward Pool and visit. You might want to visit Lamorna. She can probably help you.
Okay.
And Will says, she's just a goody two shoes. Doesn't want to face up against the. She's powerful and she doesn't want to do anything about this evil hag. And the other two kids are like, no, she's a good person. She's okay. She's a unicorn. But to cross the Wayward Pool, you need to pretend you're a unicorn.
Can I ask if I can pull Will aside for a sec?
Sure. He goes with you.
Okay.
What's up?
I don't want to ask like directly, but I don't want. I just want to ask him if he knows about the wanted poster. So I'll be like, so have you heard about anything bad happening? And then like see what he responds to that.
Bad happening about what?
About Scabata. Granny
Oh
Nightshade.
boy, Scabata Granny Nightshade. What's good about her? Nothing's good about her. She's been capturing some children. That's not good. I'm hiding here with the children. I'm trying to save the children from her. She
Do you
imprisons
know
most.
about the wanted posters?
Yeah, of course. We're burning them right now. She's been trying to imprison them, and she knows that I am trying to help free the children. In fact, I have a plan. Do you want to partake in the plan?
Let's hear what it is first.
Well, first you must know there's a squad of tin soldiers that are defending Loomlurch, where she lives.
10?
But, what?
10?
Tin, T-I-N, tin soldiers.
T-I-N.
But they're easily distracted. You can probably distract them with not much effort. The children are being held captive in her workshop, and they're haunted by boggles, oily creatures that sprout from their own misery.
Okay.
The plan. Bobby and everyone else gather around the campfire and they start telling stories when Will interrupts and says, okay, no nonsense anymore. We're going to talk about the plan. When we get to Loomlurch, Bobby, Sloane, and Zenar and Star, we will creep through the woods west of the tree and hide out just out of sight. We're going to try and get a hold of the screaming scarecrows. Meanwhile, Will, myself, will sneak around to the entrance of the kitchen on the east side. You, pointing at you, he says,
At
you
me?
will, yeah, all of you. We talked this plan over with your friend Gollum, so we didn't get to enact it because Gollum didn't come back. But you will act as a distraction. You will enter the Goblin Market, posing as travelers. Oh, the Goblin Market, isn't that where they sell the candy? Yeah, they sell candy there. Now, can we get back to the plan? Stop thinking about food?
Yes, we
Oh,
can.
I'm sorry, go on. So,
Wait, is Bobby saying that or Kronk?
Will. Kronk. Okay, Bobby gets in on the action. Food? So, back to Will. The distraction. You will enter the market, posing as travelers. Of course, you are travelers. You're going to purchase some sweets and arrange for a meeting with the hag. During the meeting, the rest of us, children, will alert the screaming scarecrows and lure in the tin soldiers. Distract them, as I said. They're just easily distracted. Once the screaming soldiers start screaming and yelling, the soldiers will leave. And then the escape. While everybody is distracted, you will free the captives. Free all the children. I will climb the mill and free any captives there. Once the children are safe, we will run back to Little Oak right here and celebrate. Isn't that a great plan?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's one
what?
thing, which
Oh.
is, don't they know that this is where all you are?
Quincy?
Don't they know about Little Oak?
What were you going to say, Quincy?
No, I was just gonna say maybe Nemia could go with you. She could cover. She could use Pass Without Trace to, make you more stealthy.
Sounds like a good plan, but you know what? I miss Gollum. You say that Gollum went over to this pool creature thing, unicorn? Shouldn't we go find her, see if she's okay? If that truly was her that was taken by the Jabberwocky, or
Him?
him?
Gollum's
Nemia-
a him.
Nemia, you're muted if you're talking. Well, Will doesn't mind waiting another day or two. He wants to rescue the children. Answer your question, Will. Will says that nobody knows where we're hiding. Nobody knows of the tree. And we'd like to keep it that way.
Okay. But I just think we should have like a backup place in case anything happens here.
Well, if anything happens here, we can head back to Nib's cave.
Okay.
They know about Nib.
Okay.
Nib is a good person. It's a little further south, but it's a place to run if needed.
Yes.
So
He can also
we're
probably make us something that will help us sneak around. He's nice like that.
you sure that there's a unicorn, right? Did this unicorn have a missing horn? And Will looks around and says, I don't think so. I mean, Will says, the unicorn used to have a mate, but ever since a while she's been alone. I don't know.
Hmm.
Nemia, give me an insight check.
All of us?
No, Nemia.
Oh.
You're muted, by the way.
Plus one on my insight. I rolled 17, so 18.
All right, so while you're all talking, sitting around a campfire and making plans and telling stories and eating and whatnot, Nemia, you get the distinct impression that this boy, Will, seems far older than he actually seems. Like, he seems to be a little bit too mature compared to Bobby, Sloan, and Zenar. Will is actually very calm and sensible and almost adult-like.
I'm
And how
realizing that.
old does Will look? A bit.
He looks to be like 8 or 9 years old.
It's my age.
I thought it was like 12 or something.
Yeah, it could be, but Nemia, yeah, you get the feeling that he doesn't quite seem personality-wise like he is a kid. He acts more like an adult.
Okay.
Like us kind of adult or like regular Earth adults kind of adult?
Like regular Earth kind of adults.
Okay.
So, what are we gonna do, people? I mean, these kids here seem to be planning nonsense, and we're missing a party. They say our party member has been eaten by this Jabberwocky dragon thing. There's a unicorn. We burnt the wanted poster, so we can't exactly turn him in. And when he says that, you can see Will look over with a frown on his face. Not that we were going to do it. Just saying.
I stuff a marshmallow into Kronk's mouth.
Roll a
Again.
d6.
Please, Ria, yes.
5.
You keep getting 5s.
I got a 1 first.
No,
Okay.
but that's still a yes.
So,
That was also a yes.
you find more marshmallows stacked away inside the treehouse.
Okay.
So where are you headed next? The next day you wake up again. You take a long rest. So Will and the kids, they're basically preparing for the attack, quote unquote, on Granny Nightshade's place. So do you think we should probably head over to visit this unicorn first before we take,
Yeah, probably. Can I just ask Will a question while we were discussing this plan?
Yeah, sure.
Can you ask him where should I keep this guy? And I point to my wolf and my cat.
You can keep them here. They'll be safe.
Okay.
And by the way, the owl bear seems to have left.
Oh.
He decided he was hungry. He went away. Nemia, your owl is also missing. Maybe he'll come back later. Okay. So they give you rough directions. Bobby gives you rough directions on how to get to the pool. What's that?
Cool.
The wayward pool where you go to
Right.
the to visit
The unicorn.
the unicorn.
What's the unicorn's name?
Fred.
No, it's not Fred.
That'd be awesome.
La Morna. Okay?
Okay.
So, you travel north. Mist drifts over the surface of this small lake up ahead. Forested crags line the shore on one side of the lake, and mossy rocks protrude from the shallows. Near the center of the lake is a rocky little islet. And you are told you have to cross the river or the lake, cross the waters to get to the island to see the
And act like a unicorn.
Yes. But to do so, you must pretend to be a unicorn. You're also told magic protects it. There's magic that protects it. No one can enter
By
without...
the way, what happens if you don't pretend to be a unicorn? Do you just get kicked out, or?
This is what I'm telling you right now. So if you don't walk in or pretend to be a unicorn, you basically walk in circles. You have to simply pretend to put a horn to your head.
Oh.
And on a small island, you have to light this big iron bowl with fresh coals to summon the unicorn.
I'm pretty sure we need some fresh coals to do
What
that.
if you purposely walk straight?
One more thing before you go. Will tells you, after you've helped us release the children, I suggest you move yourself onto Yon. At that point, you might be able to help completely get rid of the 3 hags. But to get to Yon, you must fetch and take Squirt with you.
Squirt?
Squirt. He might be of use to you.
Squirt, 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 squirt.
quick, quick. Oh, I just realized something.
Yeah.
So, Will looks younger than he actually is. He
Mm-hmm.
also, or than we think he actually is. And we think he's more of an adult. But it seems like he doesn't think our magic is crazy weird. So what I'm thinking is that he's a transmuter.
A what?
A transmutation wizard.
Mm-hmm. Give me an insight check, Wilbriggs.
Why not just a changeling?
A what check?
Insight.
Sight of the inn. You peek inside of the window.
I got a 21.
Oh my gosh, so much.
You're also pretty certain he is not what he seems.
Do I have any insight on if he's a transmutation wizard or not?
You have a thought of it, but you don't know specifically. But he just does not seem to be who he is.
Ask questions.
So, you are now in front of this lake. What do you do? How are you going to cross it?
Is there a boat?
Nope.
Did we ask how do we cross it?
Nope.
Oh, great.
Quincy,
It's
give me a
only way-
perception check. Quincy, perception check.
What chapter?
14.
14. Quincy, you hear snapping of twigs behind you in the forest.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my dagger.
What's up, Quincy? What you doing? You gonna go fishing?
Oh.
Kronk is looking
there's
around.
Something...
What's up?
Guys, my
That's
sword
right.
is literally just as powerful as my dagger.
That's terrible. That must be a not good short sword.
Guys, shush up. I think Quincy sees something.
It has a plus 5.
Quincy, what
Yeah.
are you doing?
I think there's something there.
Where's there?
Do you want to go check?
Yeah.
Stealthily?
Mhm.
Alright. Go ahead and roll for stealth. As the other three are waiting.
25.
You quietly, almost invisibly, walk up into the forest, and you can see clearly that there was somebody watching you. But whoever it was is no longer there.
Who would be watching us if there was somebody watching us? Chase?
Oh.
Bavlorna? Mini Bavlorna? Bavlornlings?
Maybe.
Mornings.
A piece of cheese.
Not a piece of cheese?
Do you go back to the party?
I
Or
have an
do you
idea.
go investigate
I
some
know
more?
Exactly what
I'm
it
gonna
is.
go back to the party.
Do you tell them?
Yeah.
Okay. Kronk pulls out his weapon, his hammer. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. He starts stepping backward into the water. How about we put on the costume?
Stop! Kronk, don't go in the water without the costume.
I was about to say, let's put on the costume, the silly costume, and pretend to walk.
I'm gonna take my. I still have the cotton candy unicorn horn that I got at the carnival.
Yes. Who has the unicorn head, by the way? Unicorn horn.
Me.
All right. So Kronk takes the costume. He puts on the head portion. Who's going to be the back part?
Emmy.
Not me.
Not me.
Okay.
Cross the back.
I'll go for the back. I know. Lactose intolerance and all. So.
What does that have anything to? Oh.
No. Let's not go there. Alright, so Kronk takes up the back. Wilbrix, maybe you can take up the front. Quincy, you have a unicorn head, a horn, and a fake one, and Nemia, you have a real one. So everybody can cross, and you realize suddenly, as you are pretending to
Wait.
be unicorn, you are floating on top of the water. You're actually walking across the water.
Sweet. Thank you for the water walk uniform.
Yeah.
You get to the small island, and you can see up it's full of trees. There's a little trail leads up. You walk up the trail, you get to the top of this little island, and you see a large iron pot with some coal to the side. Kronk goes, puts some coal inside. Can someone light this up, please?
Will do.
Presto!
Uh, I
You
don't
can
know
light
if
things
it's
on fire with Presto.
Oh, you can. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
You can light small fires.
Okay.
Wow, I did not know that. That is awesome.
Presto's the best.
Cool.
Presto's surprisingly good.
Surprisingly.
You light the fire, and a moment later, the lakeshore mists part to reveal a white horse with a single gleaming horn on her brow. She stands perfectly still, silently observing you, about 15 feet away from you. What do you do?
I'm not the one that does first interactions. That's usually Wilbrix.
No, it isn't.
Oh, then who is it? Oh, Gollum.
And then you
Hey,
hear in your head,
Yeah.
you hear the voice of a beautiful female voice, almost singing to you in your head. Hello? You summoned me?
Yeah. I'm not saying. I'm not being the front talker here.
I'm not.
Does anybody hear this voice in their head? Does someone talking to me? This is not weird?
No,
that's the
not. It's
unicorn.
happening to everybody. It's the unicorn, I think.
I'm sorry
Can
if I frightened
telepathically
you.
communicate with my pets and be like, "Do you hear this too?"
Yeah, you hear your cat saying, "Yeah, I'm bored," and the wolf is like, "Can I eat one of the children?"
No.
They're back at the camp. Okay. So, back to the moment. The unicorn is telepathically communicating with all four of you.
Okay. Well, I'm not introducing.
Me neither. Okay, it's Wilbrix. Wilbrix will be introducing.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I wanted you to actually. So I would say, I'm Wilbrix, this is Nemia, this is Quincy, this is Kronk.
You notice that the waters around the lake, they are animated. Whatever the unicorn has a thought, she communicates with you through the animation of water.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead and let's do a group charisma roll. So you roll your charisma, roll your d20, add your charisma modifier.
Okay, I should be good at this.
We have to have at least half, including Kronk, succeed.
I am definitely good at
Natural 20! Yes!
Oh wow.
Woohoo!
So after a bit
I
of back
got
and
a
forth,
19.
1920 is great. And you,
But
Nemia, you
I
got
have a 19 plus 2 rank.
excellent. So you kind of communicate back and forth, kind of getting to. It's just a telepathic link. It's not really words per se. It's just like you kind of get a feeling of what she's saying, along mixed in with these visions of water that are forming in the air. So you kind of create this friendship or this friendly kind of communication between you and the unicorn, and you get a bit of a story that she tells you. She tells you, or she explains to you, the domain of Prismir once belonged to the archfey Zybilnia, but was surpassed by her cruel stepsisters. And she forms a picture of Skabatha, Nightshade. Then the water evaporates and reforms to Bavlorna, Blightstraw. And once again evaporates and reforms to Endolin, Moongrave. You've all met Bavlorna. She's not pretty. Endolin is not pretty herself. And of course, you got Skabatha with a key in her back.
What does Endolin look like again?
Let me give you a bit of a picture. How's that sound?
Great.
Let me find it. Do-do-do. So, first of all, we will bring up your favorite frog lady. Let me bring it over here. You all know the
If
famous.
it's backwards day, then yes.
Full opposite day.
What? Frog lady, frog lady, frog lady, frog lady.
I can close my eyes and stick my head in my dice bag.
The current, the one you're looking for right now is. Here we go. Put it over here.
That's very ugly.
Skabatha Nightshade, Granny Nightshade,
Even
with a key in
uglier
her
than
back.
somehow. I just
Yeah.
hate that type of dress.
And finally, Endlin Moongrave. Which of these three sisters would you prefer to meet in the dark?
Probably
Lorna.
The horse.
Skabatha.
Bavlorna.
The horse. The horse is the best looking out of them all.
So she tells you the story that Zybilnia was vainglorious and deceitful at times, but her magic kept Prismir safe. And it was isolated from all bad people. The situation ended when the hags of this hourglass coven captured Lamorna's mate. Yes, they captured her other unicorn, her mate. His name is Eladon. They stole his horn and used its magic to imprison Zybilnia inside of her own stronghold. The palace... Hang on. Inside of her own stronghold called the Palace of Heart's Desire. Eladon's horn might be needed to free Zybilnia, but she has no idea where it is. She tells you that Eladon is the hag's prisoner.
Would locate object work?
Locate
Well, let's
object.
first make sure that Nemia's horn is not it.
Do you show it?
I still don't remember having a horn. Yes.
You show the horn, and the unicorn's eyes open wide. Yes, it is Eladon's horn. Where'd you find it?
Where did we find it?
Yeah, I can't remember. I literally
I think-
forgot that I had it.
Wait. Did Bavlorna have it?
Yeah.
You found it inside of the cauldron, in Lorna's cauldron. The one that was walking away from you. The coal spat it out.
That's a really weird place to find it.
Ah, it's been prophesied that someone will get the horn and defeat the hags. It is the 3 of you, the 4 of you, I should say.
But there's 5 of us. Gollum was there, but now Gollum's probably dead.
Are you headed towards the palace to free Zybilnia?
Yes.
Yeah?
Oh, very, very good. You must know, when Zybilnia ruled Presmere, no one was able to enter the palace without an invitation.
We did not know that.
There's a library on the 2nd floor of the palace. It has the most... Listen, it has the most treasured of all of Zybilnia's treasures. And thirdly, be aware, there is a dragon-like creature called the Jabberwock. It
Yep,
lives in the palace. It roams the forest, eating prey whole. It's been trying to reach me, but it cannot pass the waters without pretending to be a unicorn like you did. Be very aware. Avoid the Jabberwocky's fiery eyes.
What
Give me fiery
The
eyes.
silly one.
One more piece of advice, she says to you. When you get to Yon, seek out Amador the Dandelion, for they can help you safely reach the palace heart's desire.
Okay.
Give me a perception check, everybody. As you're all enthralled inside of this story that she's telling you.
21?
Ooh.
What check is this?
Perception.
Nat 20 again. That's all I rolled with
Wow.
this dice.
And Nemia, what'd you roll?
17.
All of you are not totally distracted by the storytelling, that you are able to hear, once again, the snapping of twigs. As from behind, a cloaked figure springs from the forest. With a blade flashing, it attacks the unicorn. Under its assassin's cowl, you see a wide, toothy smile.
Is this the Jabberwocky? Who is that?
You don't know.
I
But
am glad I prepared my spells for combat.
we're going to fight him next time we play.
Aww.
Fire freaking down again.
I will leave you with this. The moment he leaps out of shadows, thrusting his dagger into the back of the unicorn goes poof. In the midst of watery spray, she disappears, leaving you to
Good
face
for the
this
unicorn.
person alone.
Good job, unicorn. Save yourself.
Second.
And we will see you in 2 weeks, because next week is Canada Day for us Canadians, and July the 4th.
Wait, are some of us not Canadians?
I'm not. I'm in the U.S.
And
Okay.
Gollum is also in Texas.
I'm in
All right.
Massachusetts.
No
That
wonder.
was a
I
very
moved very recently.
this was a very heavily intense
Nice.
role-playing
Yeah.
session with lots of information that was thrown at you.
Yeah.
I hope
and
you
I will
remember.
write down.
I hope you try to remember most of it. It's going to only help you eventually get to the point where you will maybe, perhaps, enter the Palace of Heart's Desire and face off against the final villains, whoever they are, and
I,
rescue
I,
Zavilnia.
me as a gnome, I already killed 3 powerful witch things.
More to come.
When I was a
Ah.
gnome, I did this, and I was a lower level.
Have a good week, everybody, and see you in 2
Bye.
weeks. Bye.
Bye. Bye.